I mean, I know you want to make everybody think you got it all together. I know, but let's keep it real in here. Just tonight then, okay? Just tonight. But I wonder if there's anybody in here tonight, other than me tonight, who could say, Lord, if I just didn't have this one thing. Yeah. No, I can run a lot better, but God is just one thing in my life. If I could just get rid of that little idiosyncrasy, if I could just get rid of that little issue, come on now. I know everybody may not know what it is. It ain't none of their business, is it? Come on, talk to me. Come on, talk to me. My brothers and sisters, the reality is that if we don't win the race, if we don't run the race, then there are some things in our life, that we need God to help come from us in order that we can run the race that has been set before us. And the issue here is what the Hebrew writer is trying to remind us of, is that there's something in all of our life that is keeping us from being all that God has created us to be. Now, the only thing I'm trying to tell you is, all of our lives are a little jacked up. Yeah, I said all of us. And if that's not the truth, the Bible is not true. So we all have something that we ought to be working on in order that we can keep on running the race so that we can win the race. Are you with me? So he says, okay, gotta run this race. He talks about how I gotta get rid of all this stuff, my weight and my sin that trips me up. Then he tells me, as I run, don't run too fast. He said I got to run patiently. I got to pace myself. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And that's a word for somebody, because some of you in here, you want everything now. Yeah, you don't have no patience. You don't wait on none. But we learned here that we got to run the race patiently. Run the race. Now watch this. He says the race that's been set before us. Watch this. We don't run in isolation. All of us have a race that we're running. All of us are running this race, if you will. Watch this. All of us are running the race. But watch this. Don't be trying to look over in my lane. Stay away from over here. Ain't none of your business. My pace don't have nothing to do with you. You can run at my pace. You are not me. You run your race. I mean, it's kind of like this, you got a car, but you ain't the only one that got a car. Got other drivers on the road. I mean, can you imagine driving down 18th Street? Guess what you gonna do? You're gonna run into something madly. You got to stay in your lane. Drive your car. Run your race. Run your race. He tells us, do it with patience. Run the race. Let me tell you this quick story. Let's close with story I heard about this man who went to the doctor on his back, but his back was really bad. So bad, he's kind of, back hurt. So, went to the doctor. The doctor looked at him, examined him. Said to himself, so that man said, listen, I can't find no problem with your back. He said, now listen, but I did find a problem. Said, the problem isn't with your back, it's with your front. You're going to get that on your way home. It was his front that was hurting him. Yeah, now, if you can free up and straighten up and fix up the front, he was saying then your back will feel better, but there's your front that's hurting your back. Do I have help in here? Freedom is required. Let me give you this last thing, and then we're done. We're going home. Last thing that I discovered in verse 2. The 8th clause of verse 2. Last thing. It says, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Looking unto Jesus. The last thing I want to take you to one end where focus is required. Just told you, can't be driving looking old. Keep it in the middle of the road. Keep focused on your destiny. He reminds us here that we need to look to the right person. We need to focus on the right person. I don't know, my brothers and sisters, if you've ever experienced this or you know anybody who's always looking over at other people. They're always measuring themselves against somebody else. They're always looking over at somebody else's yard and somebody else's house and somebody else's business. When they get a new car, new outfit, come on, they're looking all over in there. Look at that car they got. Look at the clothes. They're always meddling with somebody else. But brothers and sisters, I want you to know that the Word of God teaches us here. The Hebrew writer says, looking unto Jesus. Brothers and sisters, it's important today that we keep our focus not on people, what they're doing and what they have, but it's important that we keep our focus on Him. Because when I focus on Him, I understand that He's my supplier. When I focus on Him, I understand that He's the one who will take care of me. Is there anybody in here tonight who made up in your mind that you want to keep focusing on God and always? You can't be focusing on other people and other stuff and worry about this, that, and the other, because there's always going to be some distractions. The devil is always going to use stuff and people to try to distract you, but you've got to be determined that you must be focused on the Lord. I remember the story, I'm through, take my seat when I tell you. The story about two men who went hiking in the forest. And when they went hiking in the forest, all of a sudden a bear came out. Bear came out, came from seemingly nowhere. They done what anybody would do. They couldn't fight the bear. So they started running from the bear. And they started running, and they were running, these two fellas, they was running from this bear. And then all of a sudden, looked like the bear, they was out running the bear, looked like. All of a sudden, one of them stopped. And he had some hiking shoes on, boots on, and he took them off, and he had some tennis shoes in his backpack. And he put his tennis shoes on his butt and said, "Man, what you doing?" He said, "What do you look like I'm doing? Put my tennis shoes on." He said, "Man, listen, them tennis shoes ain't gonna help you outrun that bear." Well, look at him and said, "May not, but sure help me outrun you." So in other words, he said, now the bear may get somebody,